Hi everyone, I'm Ina. I'm a coach and light worker. And I had an interesting conversation this morning when I was coaching a friend of mine who's also a coach and also a light worker. And that conversation, you might know that sometimes conversations become really deep and really touch really existential topics and lead to really amazing insights. That was one of them. So we were talking about the topic of balance. And like many of us, we all have various roles that we take on in our life. The role of a human being, of a person, the role of a parent, sibling, family member, the role of light worker or healer or intuitive or whatever it is that you do, entrepreneur, or maybe just the role of an awakened soul. And in all these roles, there is an aspect that has to do with growth, with expansion, with being more than you were before. And I want to talk about balance because in the coaching session, we were talking about how we feel out of balance and out of control and powerless when we are in a stage of growth where we're not where we want to be yet, where things are not defined, where things are up in the air and not as tangible. There are stages where it's like birth of a baby, where you have a conception stage, a gestation stage, and a birthing stage. In the conception stage, for us, there are ideas, there's an awareness that comes to us, maybe there's a download, there is an understanding that you come to that's not clear yet, but it's there. It's an impulse that you have that leads you to a knowing that there's something more that you want to experience, that you want to get into. And then it kind of marinates, and then you go into the gestation stage where this idea or this knowing, this awareness is growing, and you're creating things. Like with the baby, it's creating limbs, it's creating organs. In that gestation stage, your thoughts and your ideas become more concrete. They become something that is more than in the initial stage of conception. And it's a growth phase. And in terms of spiritual growth, it's a higher frequency, it's a higher level of consciousness that you're coming into. And then you have the birthing phase, where there's an emergence of something new, something that has been brewing, something that has been created bit by bit, piece by piece, and is now emerging into a reality. It's an evolved version of you. So why am I talking about balance or imbalance? The gestation stage is usually a stage that where our feelings come into play. We're not satisfied. We're not there yet. We haven't sorted out those ideas. We haven't made them tangible. We don't have the knowing yet. We don't have the full understanding of what it is that makes us more. So this imbalance, this not knowing, this not being whole yet, not being there yet, creates struggles. it leads to self-doubt, it leads to lack of confidence, it leads to feelings of inadequacy or just insecurity in whatever way that comes through to you. It's a place where it's very easy to go into comparison, where you look at others and see where they are and you think it's better than what you are. They know more, they have more skills, they have more awareness, they are on a higher level of consciousness, whatever it is that you're thinking. There's this struggle where the balance is not there for you yet, that you feel whole, that you feel in sync with what it is that you're going to be. And what we talked about, remember I said there was very fundamental existential things that we touched in our discussion, was that in your life as a light worker or a spiritual being that constantly evolves, you will come across this cycle of conception, gestation, and birthing many, many, many times on your path. It is there for you to evolve into more. And you have to go through it to come out and emerge as a new version of yourself. And the more often it happens, the more complete you are, the closer you are to your purpose, the clearer your vision is for what you want to do. You have a deeper understanding of what your purpose is here on earth, what you came to do. And the struggle in the phase that usually happens in that gestation phase is something that you can perceive as blocks, as energetic blocks, as whatever sort of blocks you can imagine. So there's a real need to do clearing work to purge what is not needed anymore, to purge the old, to understand that you are creating a new context, that you cannot see yourself through the old filters, the old context of your life. You need to change your mindset, your perception. You need to change everything about you to allow this emergence of this new being, of this new version of you. It's like walking through a door. You could be standing in front of that door, not ready to walk through it. That's that gestation phase. And it could feel awkward and horrible and also exciting, but also fearful. There's a lot of feelings involved that limit us, or that we let us limit ourselves. And there's a lot of work to be done to clear this out, to create not a clean slate, but something on which you can build, something that lets go of the past, an understanding of what is serving you and what you can let go in order to grow and move forward. So there is a mindset of growth, of spiritual growth, and knowing that you are constantly evolving, that allows you to expand and become more, to serve better, to serve your purpose, whatever you're offering, whatever your skill and your gift is. And on this path of your personal evolution, you'll find that once you have the mindset of, I'm evolving and I'm able to let go of the old and see myself in a new way in a new context, it is much easier to continuously live that new emergence, that new birth, that new version of yourself. So, well, the message really of this video is don't lose hope. You're meant to be, at any moment in time, you're in the right place. You're in your power whether you feel like it or not. You're evolving constantly, and the only thing that limits you is you, yourself, your own vision, how you see yourself, your own perception of yourself. So I encourage you to question when you have this feeling of, oh, I'm not where I'm supposed to be, I doubt my skills, or you lack confidence. Question that feeling and allow yourself to let go of whatever is not serving you, to find balance, to find new context, to be a new you. Thank you for listening.